Hi students, this is Mrs. Chris. Today I'm going to be going over the Subjects and Predicates 2 lesson. This is from your Right Source workbook page 71 and 72. In our last lesson, we reviewed simple subjects and simple predicates. The simple subject is specifically the noun, the main noun that the sentence is about. So who or what are we talking about? The simple predicate is the verb. What exactly is the subject doing? So in a sentence, we will have our simple subject and our simple predicate, but there's also many other words left in the sentence as well. The extra words in the sentence that describe the simple subject and the simple predicate are called modifiers. The word to modify means to change, so they change the sentence by adding additional detail. Let's look at the example below. In the example below, we have the sentence, "The large umbrella-shaped parachute saved the life of the inexperienced pilot." In this particular example, our simple subject, or who or what we are talking about, is the parachute. What is it that the parachute did? Well, our simple predicate, the verb that connects back to parachute, would be saved. So if we're looking at modifiers, we can expand our simple subject to show that the complete subject includes the modifiers, the large umbrella-shaped parachute. So parachute is our simple subject. Our complete subject is the large umbrella-shaped parachute, because the words large and umbrella-shaped are used to describe the parachute. Looking at our simple predicate, we have the verb saved. To write the complete predicate, we have to look at what was saved. What words are used to describe the verb saved or to expand upon it? What was saved is the life of the inexperienced pilot. So we would underline that. Each sentence also has a break where we have a division between the subject and the predicate. That occurs in this sentence right here. The underlined red portion in the beginning is our subject, and the underlined blue portion is our predicate. Let's go ahead and do some examples. Okay, in these examples, we are going to be doing 3 things. We are going to underline 1 time the simple subject. We are going to underline 2 times the simple predicate. And then we are going to draw a slash separating the subject from the predicate to show the break in the sentence. Let's look at example 1. On your worksheet, this one was already done for you, but we'll still take a look anyway. French aeronaut Jean-Pierre Blanchard dropped a dog in the first parachute jump in 1785. So if I ask myself who or what the sentence is about, I can see the sentence is about Jean-Pierre Blanchard. What is it that my subject did? My simple predicate in this particular instance would be dropped. Then I'm going to use a slash to divide the sentence to show that at this point, between Jean-Pierre's name and the verb dropped, that is where the division happens between the subject and the predicate. Let's look at number 2. Blanchard successfully made the first human parachute drop in 1793. So who or what are we talking about here? Well, we're talking about Blanchard again, so he is my simple subject. What did he do? Now this one's a little tricky because the simple predicate does not come directly after the simple subject. We have to find the verb. Blanchard made. Made is the simple predicate that refers back to Blanchard's actions. Notice I did not underline the word successfully because successfully is just a modifier being used to describe the word made. Then we will draw a slash after Blanchard. The reason why we put it there and not over here is because successfully is used to describe made. Because of that, successfully is part of the complete predicate. So that has to come after the slash. Let's look at example 3. Parachutes are now required for all balloonists and pilots. In this instance, parachutes is my simple subject. And then the simple predicate in this one, again, is a little tricky. We're looking for the verbs. Now, sometimes verbs do involve helping verbs. In this case, we do have a helping verb. We have are and required. Are is the helping verb that connects to, required. Notice I am not underlining the word now. Now is just a word used to describe the verb, are required. So when I put in my slash to divide my subject and my predicate, it will come after my subject here and before the helping verb are. Now let's look at number 4. The large silk or nylon parachute canopy has a small vent hole in its center that expands to lessen the shock when the parachute opens. In this case, the subject of our sentence is the canopy. The verb or the predicate that connects back to the word canopy would be has. Therefore, has is our simple predicate. The division between the subject and the predicate happens between these two words, canopy and has. Looking at number 5, the 24-foot multi-paneled parachute is pulled from the jumper's backpack by a smaller parachute. In this case, the subject, or who or what we are talking about, is the parachute. The action that refers to what the parachute is doing we have is pulled. Now again, it's two words because we do have that helping verb is in there. Then we use a slash to divide the subject from the predicate. So we will put a slash between parachute and the verb is pulled. At this time, I would like you to look at the back side of your worksheet and complete questions 6 through 14 on your own. Good luck.